And good day, folks, and welcome back to the Simulation Soccer League. It is the part two of Matchday number 4 in the Major League. We got Pablo Kawasaki here joining you back. It's been a little bit, folks. Happy to be back on the air with you guys, and we're going to be seeing some 3 incredible matches up ahead for you guys here. We got Hollywood against Schwarzwalder, Catalunya versus Romana, and Tenochtitlan versus Tokyo in our 3 matches of the day. It's been a little bit, so excited to see, of course, with the new format, how everyone's been enjoying everything. And we'll see here as we get ready for these upcoming matches. First of all, here, take a look here quickly towards the league table. Of course, it's been quite early, only 3 games so far in the season, so still a lot to play for throughout this entire season. But of course, as to be expected, early quick start for this Hollywood team. They've put together some quite good results and will probably be making a push towards that top of the table. They're going to be going with that 4-2-2-2, a little bit of off-centeredness with Brooks over there on that right wing. Schwarzwalder going with the 2 center backs, 3 nice little wing backs up ahead, 3 on the attacking front, and 2 up top. Of course, Reykjavik currently on the top of the standings. Schwarzwalder, though, with that great goal differential, 7 points so far on the table. So Hollywood definitely needs to pick up 3 points here if they want to challenge Reykjavik and Sao Paulo towards that top of the table. But we are here underway with Brooks with Hollywood. They're in the white going from your right to your left. And in the black and white is Schwarzwalder going from your left to your right. An early attacker coming in for Skavgard. Able to get that towards Cormier. He's going to cross that in for Brooks. An early chance. And Martel puts it home, but is he onside? I don't think he was. Initial thought was he was offside. Let's take a look here. VAR will take a look at this. And it will be disallowed. Almost an opening goal in the first minute of the game. That would have been a crazy start for the team. And it actually was offside before that. So even before the finish, it wasn't an offside play. So going to get shut down here. But Hollywood will try to continue here on towards the attack. We see Brooks coming in through on the right side. This one will count, however. Able to get on the inside of the wing back. Nice little cut and run. Just calmly places it in towards the bottom corner with his right foot, and it's an early 1-0 lead for Hollywood. Great pass here from Martel, getting that in-cut run and just that opening of the body, placing it into the corner. No mistake for Brooks, who's always an absolute threat up top for this Hollywood team. Short corner here, Skavgard back to Martel. Nice little shot there. Williams is able to deflect that one aside. Brooks coming in. Another near post one. Heppabassen is there, and he's able to head it home. It is a dream start for Hollywood FC in the opening 5 minutes of the game. Brooks with a nice little cross here. Nobody on the defender on towards the near post. Able to have an open one, and he's able to fire it in. Then Hollywood on a roll here, and they really want to pick up these goals quick and fast. Zuki, though, trying to see if he can respond. First chance, the other one, and that shot takes a deflection. Wow, crazy start here in the opening 10 minutes. Schmidt gets the pass there from Suzuki, and it's hit off of the leg. I believe it was the defender Calderon. No, my mistake. It was Mograine who tried to put in a foot in there to block it, and unfortunately sends the goalkeeper the wrong direction. And a quick response, and that's what you want to see. But this is not what you want to see. Your top player, Dia, getting injured here, and the super sub is having to be put in such a crucial role in the volante position for Hollywood. So Dia, of course, over 2,000 TP, one of the top earning players in the league right now. Hollywood's losing him. Wow, crazy opening 15 minutes. Has everything on him. We got goals, we got everything. One of my favorite moments, though, is when we had a super sub goal in net, though, and we had the super sub, the other team who had to get subbed on, score a goal. So we could see some craziness with super sub action, as Mulgrain's shot does get blocked aside by Bierman. Here's Brooks. Gonna carry this one in. Brooks with a good run. That one just goes high and wide. Not too sure if he was going for a cross there or if that was a far post shot, but a little bit strong. Either way, chaotic opening to this match. Here comes Skovgaard over on Schwarzwälder. Someone's going to need to give me a little bit of background, but before we do that, it's Suzuki getting the tying goal. Nice little touch right there towards the far corner. As Skovgaard put it in that cross, close and headed away, but Wang Jihao is able to drive that one in just a simple pass. And there we go. That's all it takes, and this game is knotted up at 2. I was saying I need to find out, is there a story behind all the Skovgaards? Love to know if there's just a popular last name, just coincidence, but it's just a last name we've seen a lot of in this league. Set pieces, though, have been proven to be a difference maker so far in this game. As Suzuki does go down on the edge of the area, referee sees nothing there, though. As Hakkinen will try to play with the ball. Sends it back towards Bierman. Up for Millwall. Finds Clark. Clark is going to play this one in. Plays a little shot there, but it's going to be offside, though. Schmidt definitely was a few steps ahead there. Get called back for a free kick. End-to-end action here, though, folks, in our opening game of 3 matches of the day. 4 goals already. Will we see more? No, that shot does just not get a good foot behind that one. And it's just going to go low and wide. We'll go straight towards the halftime break. No more action after that. What a chaotic start that was. So, of course, yeah, picking up the injury. That's going to be a huge miss for this Hollywood team going to the second half. But they do currently have that XG advantage. But that super sub hasn't been able to perform so far, as you can see. Gonna need to have him step it up a little bit as we go towards the second half. Don't expect any substitutions, as there's only a super sub left on the bench. So teams have switched sides, and we're ready to continue out here with the second half of play. Hakkinen finds Clark immediately. Suzuki with a great finish. Flag does stay down, and it's a 3-2 lead for Schwarzwälder. What a great play. So, of course, it was Hollywood who came off with the opening kickoff. Get themselves an opportunity. That goal was called out back for offside. This one, though, will count. Some great one-touch passing. And Suzuki will come in. And they have taken themselves the lead. Who would have thought that after the opening 10 minutes of the game? Hakkinen with the interception. Finds Schmidt over to Skovgaard. Cormier, though, able to put it in foot in there. Referee saying that's a foul. That looked like all ball to me. That was the first reaction, but VAR is going to have a look at this one. Usually if VAR is going to have a look, usually that means it's going to be an overturned here. And it will be no penalty right there. Again, that looked like all ball. Probably could have looked towards the assistant referee. Probably would have had a better view on that challenge. But luckily, VAR made the correct call there. And we're ready to continue on here in the 51st minute. And another good chance near post. They've been attacking that near post off the corner kicks. Another win there. But unfortunately, I'm not able to direct that one on towards the goal. Tough game for closer right now in Hollywood, dropping to 6.3 currently. Gonna need him to pick it up if they want to get themselves a tying goal. Continue out here with Mulgrain. Finds Brooks. Mulgrain again. Finds the super sub. Oh, we always want to see something when he has the ball. And the referee's saying that. Man, referee, what are you doing here, man? And this one will get called as a penalty. Super sub wins a penalty. That didn't look like much, but it looks like it was going to be counted. And Martel does fire it home. The game is tied. Sometimes the ball lies, you know. What a strong finish there. Just went straight for power. Williams couldn't have enough of a hand to keep that one out. And this game is now knotted up at 3s. Again, huge credit towards the super sub. Getting it done. Comes Hunt. That's good effort. Forcing a nice, comfortable catch, though. Clark. Cleared away by Brooks Millwall. Wang Jiao, that shot does get blocked, and comes a corner kick. Getting close towards the 75th minute. Hunt here wins it with Martel. Finds Brooks. Hunt with a good run in on the left side. Hunt with the finish. Evan Hunt gets it done. And Hollywood retakes the lead. Back and forth this game has gone. And that one was just, it's been incredible finishing from both these two teams. And they got the chest up close to just have control. And then fires it with the left foot. Love to see it. Wang Jihao looks to respond, but that looked offside though. They're going to have to take a look here on VAR once again. And this time it'll count. The game is tied up once again. Hakkinen here with the ball in the midst of nice little spin move. Played it through towards Jihao. And that's just a perfect finish. Again, what finishing this game has had here. Left foot, and just have to make sure. Yeah, we're on extended highlights here. They've just been that many. And just look at that. Perfectly timed run through the middle. Hakkinen falls down in the area, but that one looked to be all ball this time. Got that clear away. 4-4 is the scoreline here in the 80th minute. Hakkinen. Is that there for Schmidt? Back from Miller. That shot, though, was seen the entire way through. No one was able to put a screen on the goalkeeper. Ratings aren't looking too good for the keepers, but again, they've just been hard done by. Try saving any of these shots from close range. Good job, Super Sub. Love that header. Close it. Now the other way. Haven't seen much of him, but maybe he gets involved. Down was Brooks with a good low drive towards the goal. But Williams will be able to put that aside for a corner kick. Side netting, but again, very efficient so far on corner kicks. They've been able to make things happen. As Hollywood towards that near post. Some boos in the crowd. Not sure what that's going towards. But they will maybe start cheering this as Martel is through and he fires it home. What is this finishing? Incredible stuff. Lots of space there for Martel. They are definitely cheering as Hollywood takes a lead 5-4 in this one. As here's Calderon again. Found Hunt and then just Martel. Just so much space and just knew right away. And I don't blame Williams. I would have expected that near post finish, but he puts it beyond the back leg. And he puts out, and it's another injury. This time it's the Clark. So both substitutions of the super sub are going to have to be used here in this game. Something you really just hate to see for both squads, obviously wanting to put out their best teams out there on the field. Calderon with the header, Cormier puts it home. Oh, but they're surrounding the referee. Is this first of all their players? They're claiming right away. And this one will count though. Calderon with the corner. Cormier wings it in the air. And again, set pieces and headers have just been a difference maker for Hollywood. As they take a look at the offside, it's just that left foot of Millwall keeping Cormier on side. And it's 6-4. 6. Insane, folks. Insane. We see one goal here in extra time going the other direction. No, as Hefeweizen takes that easy play here. We'll get that one back towards the goalkeeper, and they will waste some time. Super sub. Oh, don't get us excited here, super sub. Absolutely scintillating right there with that good effort. Looks like we're going to start to weave this game down. Maybe one more chance here for Skovgaard. Schwarzfelder keeping that goal differential high, but Wallerson just gets a tip onto that one. And this referee will end the game on a corner kick. That's going to be controversial, but it is a 2-goal difference. Like, not too many arguments there, but what a back and forth game. Of course, Martel picking up the player of the match. 2 goals, 1 assist, dropping the 9.4. Brooks at that 9.3 himself. So some strong play throughout the board right now. On the Schwarzfelder side, of course, 8.6 for Suzuki, 8.4 for Wang Ji. Of course, you expect your top players to do that. But 8th. Again, chaotic opening game here. And Hollywood, though, very important 3 points if they want to battle towards the top of the table. But we're going to be moving towards our next game coming up here. Battle against 2 teams more towards the bottom of the standing. So if they want to avoid the bottom of the table, get themselves in towards that mid-table fight, 3 points will be big for both teams here in this next match. It'll be Catalonia here with the 4-2-3-1 going against Romana. with the 5 at the back. 1-3-1. Two very young teams out here on the field as well. So a lot of season 21 players on this Romano squad. So definitely trying to see if they can build up from the squad here. Going against Catalonia squad, a lot of players in the 18-19 region. So you could say Catalonia's maybe just they one little season ahead. So we'll see if they can get something done. But it's going to be an early free kick going in favor of Romano. Fry. Ahmed with the shot and he fires it home. Early goal for Catalonia. Just a dream start for the team. As Catalonia right off the throw-in. Fry coming over, playing a little quick 1-2 to get themselves a little bit of space. Ahmed takes a shot and Kronos just got a piece of that one, but wasn't enough to keep it out. I wasn't too sure if that took a deflection or not, but it was just straight in towards the corner. Douche. That pass wasn't strong there. And Ahmed again with a little bit of an interception, and he'll try a shot though, a little bit of confidence. Whenever you score that goal, you're feeling a little bit good. But that one got deflected for a corner kick. Here's Barr for Fry. And Kronos though will be able to come out of the goal and claim that one in the air. New player, of course, on Catalonia's side with Velstrazen Smith coming in towards that central midfield. See if he can be a difference maker, but it's going to be Cortista being that difference maker with that hard finish towards the top corner. Catalonia 2, Romana 0 now. And again, it's off the set pieces again for Catalonia as Barr played it towards Cortista. And wow, just it looked like the parting of the sea there. Just somehow, with all the bodies inside that penalty area, it was a clear lane for that shot to be fired home as Catalonia is up 2. This is the Trella. First look at my own player here in Kawasaki. I'll continue to play around with the ball. Is the back line. Always makes me panic a little bit. It's like, all right, what are we going to see here from this highlight? Something. Okay, now we're moving. Now we're moving. Now we're moving. Bonito! No, can't put it home. Now they were definitely moving. It's just like, all right, what's coming in here? Something's going to come in one direction or the other. Something was going to happen quick and fast. And it did right there, but Bonito wasn't able to put it home. Fry. Gets a long shot there from Barr. And did that one hit the crossbar? Yes, Barr hits the bar. And able to deflect that one over as Kamenova does pick up a yellow card there. Got to be careful, does the left back. We continue here with more set piece magic. But Velstrazen Smith's header just goes over the goal. Little deflection on the shot. Wow, Kronos, that's a difficult save. You got to get your body. So you take that step on towards the right foot and then shift your body weight quickly over towards the left to make the save. Little passing right there, and that shot does get fired over the goal as we continue here with Van Eindhoven. Let's see if Romana can get something going here. Team in purple trying to work some magic. As Ahmed carries this ball forward. Lots of space for the central midfielder. Gonna play that in. Cortista with the shot, but it hits off the post and goes wide. Good play coming out from the attackers so far in this Catalonia squad. Just have to find a way to hit the target. 10 shots and only 2 on target, which are the 2 goals. Which doesn't make sense considering we said Cronus make saves earlier, but this one can't be saved as Kawasaki gets his first major league goal. Love to see it, as that one took a very fortunate deflection. This time, instead of departing on the second goal, we had a lot of bodies in the way there. I don't know if Cronus could even see that shot coming through. There's like 5 bodies there, and unfortunately, Lichtsteiner's head puts it towards the corner. Kawasaki fortunate to get credited with the goal, but very easily could have been credited with an own goal. But it has been all Catalunya in the opening half. Bautista going to play this one in through for Benito. Benito can't put it forward. Nice save there from Cronus, deflecting it over. Fry finds Bar. Man, that seems to be the trick right here for Catalunya. Put all the bodies in front and maybe good things happen. And good things have happened so far. Twice so far. And can Bar add another one? Cortista with the shot this time, though. The bodies will get in the way of that one. Bar. And Fry. Benito. And tried to turn for Bar, but he was going to be offside there. So it'll come out for free kick. There's Benito. Benito gets stopped again. He can't seem to find one. He's been getting himself plenty of chances in the opening half. Fry finds Bar. Cortista again. Shot gets blocked. Bar with the good effort, but Cronus makes a great save. Good job there from the Romana keeper, keeping his team alive in this one. Fry with the cross. Cortista back in towards the dangerous area, but Cronus is able to make a comfortable catch. As we're going to wind down, will be 3 minutes of additional time, which will get us towards the halftime break. And you could just see it on the stat line right there, just the difference of the shots. Plenty of shots for Catalunya, and just haven't been able to get the ball towards the other side of the field. Has Romana. And we'll see here with some substitutions what's going to happen here. It's going to be Varnson coming in here for Fry. That'll be the only chance. Romana with the same 11 out here, trying to see if they can get something going. If they get some movement in the opening 15 minutes, they can count themselves back into the game, but it's going to be tough getting through that tall frame of the Trella. Waynes press that one in, as Minjong will head that one to his goal. There we go. Something going forward there. As Camino had to be careful there, already on a yellow card. Didn't want to do anything too rash. This is their first opportunity there for Romana. See if they can build off of this. Cortista would be the one to pick this ball up off of the clearance. Bamford. Benito. Amanova. Varnson, the substitute. Returns it towards him. But I went in for Ahmed, and that one gets punched aside as Cronus just seeing the power coming in, taking no chances. And that's smart right there. Rebound control. Don't want to give him any opportunities to put it through and towards an empty net as Kawasaki is able to get on towards the header. But it's a good save from Cronus. Little set piece action coming up here for Ahmed, and he hits off the crossbar, and there's a good opportunity on the rebound, but will get headed away there by Stush. Pressure, though, continuing out here, and it's on these set pieces for Catalunya. But Bard just didn't get a good power onto that one. Ahmed again to Varnson. Varnson! That's a good effort. Corona somehow sees that one through the slew of bodies and deflects it aside. He's been busy so far. Here's Ahmed once again. And then Coronas will be able to sleeve that one the entire way through and makes the catch. Seems like everything. Another corner kick. And it just seems like every single corner kick has caused some sort of opportunity or chance for this Catalonia team. As they're going to cross that one in, and Cronus, though, beats Cortista to get to that cross. Van Eindhoven. Minjong sees Hoppity. Hoppity with a little bit of space here. Gonna go for goal, but sends it over. Good opportunity there on that right flank. And especially when you have stuff going against you and you don't have many opportunities, you don't want to take the ball too far up and then just lose the ball in a dangerous area. If you get presented with an opportunity to shoot onto goal, you take the chances. Good things can happen. Francis. Hoppity. Minjong. Finds Kamanova. And now Barr. Good job there from Van Eindhoven, but his clearance goes straight towards Benito. Not a good pass, though, from Detrellin. This could be a counterattack opportunity. As they attack through this left side, plays it through, finds Francis, and it goes over the goal. Just leaned back a little bit too much there and got under it. Ahmed off the free kick, fires it around the wall. I'm gonna have to see a replay on that one. Was that the just poor positioning of the wall or just a brilliant finishing? He just found his inner Zoboslai there. Oh, and just found a gap through the hole. The wall, when the ball came towards them, just turned their back a little bit, and that was just enough of a gap for the boss to squeak it through. And Kids Catalonia 4, they could steal one back. Wait, how did that one not go in? That one seemed like a tap in right there, and somehow the ball stays out. And it was cleared away just off the goal line. That one, I wish I could see that one again. Just don't know how it stayed out. Van Eindhoven. Sanji. Good passing going around here as now Wayne's able to get to behind the midfielder. He's going to go with an effort and twinkle toes. That's left hand out and deflects that one side, but good job there from Romana. Van Eindhoven on the cross, trying to find Sanji. Can't find him. Romana starting to get some opportunities going in here as Flipped, though, puts his cross right in towards the goalkeeper. Much better second half from this Romana team. See if they can be able to continue that and towards their future matches, as Stush, though, does get a nice block on that opportunity. Varnson trying to find a way through. Can't get by. As the attacks, though, will continue out here in the 81st minute, but it's going to get intercepted, and Minjong's coming the other way. Can Romana find one? That ball is bouncing around, and somehow it does not go in. Twinkle Toes gets a piece onto that one. Incredible clearance. Francis off the free kick and play this one in short. Good opportunity, but Swinkletoe sees that one the entire way through and is able to make the save. Hoppity. Barneson, though, will deflect that one aside, and Hoppity was hoping to get a little bit more than that. As that corner kick gets cleared away by Kawasaki. Taking their time here for the corner kick. Goalkeeper came out there, always dangerous, but fortunately defender was able to clear it away. Francis with a good opportunity, and he is able to break the clean sheet. They do find their goal, and it's the Pope who gets it done. A little bit of a holistic deflection there. But he's just, that's all it takes. Puts it through the sea of bodies and he gets it done. And a full credit towards this Romano team. Didn't quit. They found a way to put themselves strong here in the second half. And they can definitely find some positive elements to move on towards the next match day. But it's going to be Catalonia who move themselves up 3 points on the table. Definitely 3 much needed points. As they're going to move themselves towards their first victory of this season 22. As there goes that full-time whistle. 4-1 is the final score, with Ahmed picking up 2 goals. Cortista and Kawasaki getting one themselves. And Romana having Francis pick up their late goal. Of course, Cronus with a great job there, 7.3. Cortista, man of the match, 8.7, the goal and the assist. Ahmed, of course, 8.4 with 2 goals. And Barr dropping in an 8.2 as well. So a lot of highlights there to look forward towards, as we see here on Romana's side, 7.3 from Cronus, good 7.1 from Van Eindhoven, the captain, as well, and Flip and Wayne's some good. Gonna be going towards our final match of the day. Tenochtitlan versus Tokyo. Tokyo, always a tough team to play against. No matter where they're on the table, this could be a good fight for the middle of the table upcoming next. Having the teams as they do take the field, it's going to be the Tenochtitlan squad coming in with the yellow and red, going from your right to your left, and in the pink and black is Tokyo. They'll be going from your left towards your right. Early attack here coming in from Elliott, not able to get in through. But of course, a little bit of a fun defensive formation coming in from the team in yellow. And we'll see what Tokyo can do on their attack with that Ibrahimovic, who always seems to be putting in some good goals every time I see them. Will this be another one of those matches? Volta. Off the corner kick, nicely head away by Adamu. And he'll be able to control that one as he's going to play this one down the line for Super Hoops. Can't find Ronflex in the midfield, and it's a quick attack the other way with a good shot. Vanderzoo is able to deflect that one over as Tenochtitlan's coming in quickly here with the attack from Volta. Roger. Back to Volta. A lot of players again from this Untitled squad on that season 20 mark. So definitely going to be hitting their form here as a team as they continue to develop very soon. But it's a Tokyo squad. Mostly, it's a bit of a mix there, but I would say roughly towards the 16 to the 18 season marks. Of course, a couple older players in that mix as well. So we'll have to see what their plans are with this squad as they can try to see if they can continue to attack and move up the table. Elliot. Finds Pinkman. Ambrose back to Pinkman once again. Roger. Towards Elliot. Back to Pinkman. Nice little interception. Here comes Greer with it. Gonna have an opportunity to move the ball forward, and Ibrahimovic shot comes over. Volta now with it. That's a dangerous back pass. Ibrahimovic is able to intercept it, and he puts it in towards the open goal behind him. 1-0 for Tokyo. And it was just a dangerous back pass. Ball couldn't get himself back towards the goal. And just some heads of play from the striker who jumps all over the pass. Takes a common composed finish. Normally, some players would shoot it right away, seeing the empty goal. But he takes an extra touch just to compose himself. And then he places it in towards the back of the goal. It's Tokyo 1. Untitled 0. Couple yellow cards issued out. Hannibal in the 19th minute, and Lee picking one up for Tokyo. As they're going to try to see if they can get themselves the tying goal. But Super Hoops clears it away as far as Elliot. Elliot off the cross, and Tut came in with a lot of speed there, but heads it over. And Volta being busy here on these set pieces, trying to see if he could get something going off these corner kicks. Hasn't been successful so far, but continued to provide those opportunities. Could find something. Ronflex. Eilish. Try to put that one forward. Too far, though, for Dello to be able to reach. Now here comes the team in yellow the other direction. Little cross, and Canters comes out of the goal. He doesn't collect, though. Elliot's going to put in. Roger from close range. Can't put it home. Hannibal. Over towards Elliot again. A nice finish. But Canders deflects that aside as probably enough time for just the corner kick before the halftime whistle. Roger, somehow that one doesn't get put in. Another corner kick. Referee's still going to allow play to continue, of course. Tokyo just wants to clear it away and get towards the halftime break, and we will. Just a single shot on target for Tokyo Soccer Club. Binal Tenochtitlan, and that, unfortunately, though, is the one huge mistake, and that's what separates these two teams going in towards the halftime whistle. And considering all the opportunities Volta's had, it's just crazy to see it's 6.3, but it's a 0% on the cross completion ratio. So there's a lot of opportunities to try to play it in. Just again, haven't been successful, but still, if they keep giving him the opportunities, still plenty of opportunities to make it happen. Starting out here with the second half of play, teams have switched sides. And we return here in the 53rd minute. Ron Flex down this right side for Super Hoops. Across this one in. Dello try to go with the header. Can't get it through, but Greer might be able to put this one back in. Hannibal does well to intercept there. Now Tenochtitlan trying to go quickly with a counterattack the other direction. Elliott gets the ball off the switch. A lot of space to carry this ball in, but this touch was taking too long, but it's intercepted. That it home. Patterson did great to win the ball off of the defender. They weren't able to clear it away, and it's just been two defensive mistakes, and you can't make those mistakes in close. As Super Hoops try to play the pass, Patterson did all the work, and Tato, with an excellent finish in this game, is tied it up at ones. Gotta continue on here. Elliott again with an effort. That one does go wide. Of course, you have the two Elliots on the team. Not too sure if they do know each other. Again, coincidence. I'd love to hear from their squad with Billy and Johnny. Both coming in the same season in season 20. Hannibal. With Volta. Volta just can't find the crosses though. And he's putting it in towards the right areas. And Roger with the good effort. As it looked like the header went backwards from Tokyo. And just wasn't able to put it home, but a lot of the pressure. Tenochtitlan wants all 3 points in this one. Comes ball with Pinkman. As we're here in the 63rd minute. Elliott's going to carry this ball forward. A lot of space for him. He gets bumped off the ball. Was that inside the penalty area? I looked on the outside on initial thought. There was a little bit of a bump there. And Run Flex pointing at the referee saying, come on, man. And it's just going to be a free kick as Ron Flex is just going to get a little bit of talking to on the free before that free kick, but unfortunately for Tenochtitlan, nothing comes out of that opportunity. Another interception. Greer did well to pick up on that one. Finds Dello. Run Flex. Put the power into that one. Couldn't find the goal. Roger finds Patterson. Volta didn't seem to be ready for that one, unfortunately for him. But his shot does go wide. 75th, 15 to go here in this one. Who's going to find the breakthrough? Will it be the team in yellow? Or will it be Greer and the team in pink with Tokyo? Finds Dello. Dello can't find the goal with that shot. Lee on a free kick. Gonna put a good effort. Ball though. Sees that one the entire way through. But some good free kicks coming in. Another corner kick. This time on the far side of the field. Gonna be an outswinger this time for Greer. A lot of bodies in front, and ball somehow beats Ronflex to the ball in the air. That's what happens when you got hands. Just got that little bit of an extra reach as Lee on the free kick hits that one off the wall. Tokyo starting to put some pressure in here late. Could they sneak out 3 points in this one? Ibra's shot does get deflected aside. And will get themselves out for a throw-in. Super Hoops now with the ball. Johnny Elliott will be able to take it off of him. As there's the goal scorer. It's Tut. De Silva finds Volta. Volta gonna cross this one in for Patterson, just wide of the goal. Good effort there. Ronflex is going to put this one in for Dello. Dell's behind the defender, and he puts it home. Amore Dello for Tokyo Soccer Club puts them in a late lead here in the 87th minute. Tokyo was showing some life here in the final 10 minutes, and they will be able to find that Ronflex with a great ball. And Dello sneaks in behind De Silva, and did Dello fire that one in towards the ground? It was a bounce shot, and in my opinion, one of the most difficult shots to save for a goalkeeper. And that bounce shot fired it its way through the goalkeeper. And it's 2-1 for Tokyo. Will there be an opportunity for Tenochtitlan? They've had the opportunities, 19 shots, XG above 2. But only 1 goal on the tally. Can they find a second here late? It is in the final minute of added time. But the referee's going to blow the whistle on an attack. Ooh, going to hear about that one from the manager. But it will be Tokyo sneaking its way through with a 2-1 victory. Dello picking up the player of the match with that late goal and a 7.9. Of course, Billy Elliott and Patterson dropping a 7.7 and 7.5 in defeat. Crazy 3 games here, folks. We had a fun day here as we round out match day number 4. If you want to find out what happened in part 1, make sure to check out that video. See those matches there. But it has been Pablo Kawasaki here, back from vacation. So you might hear me a little bit more. If you guys want to, let me know in the Discord. And hopefully you guys enjoyed your matches today. But until next time, folks, I will see you guys later.